name's Artemis, and it is a shitty fact of life that you are always going to find people who deliberately, almost, disagree with your opinions. And yes, it does appear that opinions are quite like assholes, in the fact that everyone's got one and they're usually full of shit. But there are some things you can consider to make your life a little bit easier when dealing with people like this, and I thought, fuck it, let's go for it this week, because apparently Megalodon Films is psychic and completely called out what this video was going to be this week. But also thanks for the suggestion, dude, good tip. So you booted up Twitter and you found a little opinion that you don't quite agree with, and what are you to do? Climb up upon your high horse, donning your shining white knight armor and ride into battle? Such blasphemy shall not be tolerated in such a liberal and free age. Too long have we suffered such blatant disregard to our kin, and I say enough! We shall not stand for people targeting us for the things of which bring us the most joy!
Dude, all he said was, lol, furries again.
And I shall strike him down with such righteous fury as the world has never known!
Look, he barely had enough time between wanks over PewDiePie to even vaguely figure out what a furry is. So I really don't think he's going to take all that much notice of this shit.
Okay, yeah, you might have a point on that. Well, probably not, because, I mean, variety is the spice of life, and just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean that they're fucking inherently wrong or a bad person. Now, maybe I should make a video about that whole point, because you lot don't seem to understand that.
You know, I'm not really sure what the fuss really is about pause.
Your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad. I'm getting the fucking ban hammer. I'm cancelling your ass. But before you even get into all of that, you got to figure out what exactly it is that they are stating. Is it a fact? Is it an opinion? Or is it an opinion masked as a fact? Like, have they just dressed it up to look like it's fucking real? If you need to have a look at a proper example of stupid opinions that are made to look like fact, just take a look at any of these newspapers, because that's about 90% of their fucking content. Okay, we're going to do a little interactive, fun little game, okay? You see, I've got a couple of headlines here, and one of them is actually real and was published, and two of them are fake. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to try and figure out which one is the real one. Okay, I think that's enough time. Okay, so have we made our decision? Which one of these do you think is real? Well, I'm really sorry to report that I lied, and they are all actually honest-to-God publicated fucking headlines from the Daily Mail. Oh, that fucking wank wag strikes again. But yeah, some people will actually be sharing actual facts, and you are in fact the one in the wrong. Some people will just be sharing their opinion, and some people will just be dressing it up. So why don't I just do some little examples of them? Shoes are more supportive and protective than slippers, but I think slippers are far superior to shoes. In fact, slippers have been definitively proven to be better than shoes. Pretty clear cut, right? We all understand that. Excellent. Raise your hand if you don't understand it. Okay, it's not that many of you. Also, you're raising your hand if you don't understand. This is a fucking video that I pre-taped, so well done for sitting there like a dunce in front of your fucking computer like that. Yes, of course, first thing you should be doing is figuring out whether what you're getting worked up about is actually true. It's kind of fucking hilarious if you're just getting shitty at the real facts of the world and not just that someone doesn't like something. But obviously you want to figure that shit out, otherwise you could end up looking like a top arsehole.
Now this coronavirus is just a load of shit. I prefer cars anyway. When the most powerful man in our country tells us that it is not real, it is fake news, we have to believe him.
Once you know where you stand, you got to figure out whether it's right, wrong, or somewhere in between. Obviously, a lot of opinions and perspectives can be all about subjectiveness and conjecture to someone's own fucking philosophies, but obviously also if they're trying to state fact, they could be right or wrong. And, you know, does it inform on something? Does it actually change anything? Is it just clearly spouting bullshit?
Holy shit. You see that it's the 5G towers that are causing all this coronavirus shit?
I'm sorry, what was this stupid fucking bullshit that just fell out of your mouth?
Yeah, the government with the 5G towers to do this coronavirus thing. It's to kill off the poor and the elderly. It's here on Facebook.
Okay, I'm going to do literally 2 seconds of research. And there we go. There's 182,000 pages worth of why you're being a fucking idiots. Shall we begin this diagrams?
Obviously, it's worth figuring all that out before you jump the gun and completely behead someone, but it is also something you want to be very careful of, because if it turns out you're in the wrong, and once again, you bring on unbridled wrath.
We're putting all this poison in our fucking kids' veins. I don't believe in vaccines, alright? That's a load of bullshit dreamt up by the fucking liberals to try and poison the next generation, because they don't like us, alright? That's the fucking way it is. Don't you dare tell me that we need an influenza vaccine. It bullshit. The fuck you got there, boy? Fuck.
And then, of course, there is the important issue of what is their intent with unleashing this opinion of theirs upon the world. Are they trying to be helpful?
Hey, maybe this tea would be better for you.
Are they trying to be elitist?
That tea is shit. This tea is far better.
Are they being considerate?
You're not a scummy piece of shit on the absolute lowest end of humanity, so maybe this tea would actually be better for you.
Are they just belittling you?
Yeah, of course you'd like that type of tea. It's just about as bland and tasteless as your choice in men.
Are they trying to gain clout?
Okay, this tea has actually been linked with a neo-Nazi movement in America, according to me and this little theory that I pulled out of my arse. So clearly you are supporting Nazis by drinking that tea, and it's time for you to be cancelled.
Are they emotionally crippled or repressed?
Hello, tea is for stupid fucking furries. Man, I wish I could drink some tea right now.
Are they just baiting you?
Yeah, you probably prefer other teas like, Tetley, PG Tips.
Or could it be that they're simply just stupid?
But I thought tea was just hot leaf juice.
Figure out what the actual point of the argument is, and it might save you actually getting involved, because sometimes there's no fucking point. Don't rise to the bait. If someone's being considerate, then don't fucking clap back with, no, that tea is shit. You fucking, oh, okay, no, thank you, and then just move along, because you don't need to hurt someone's feelings. Figure it out, and then you can actually decide your course of action. And of course, is it an opinion or a belief? Because beliefs are so incredibly difficult to change, and they're also dangerous as fuck. And yeah, we all know what we're talking about with beliefs. Does it involve the big man upstairs? And I don't mean the fucking macro that is intending to stomp on me. Hope that doesn't actually exist. It was just a random joke. Fuck. Of course, when it pertains to matters such as religion and even things such as gun rights, it could become a pretty dangerous place to try and argue, because quite frankly, whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't matter, because it's subjective to each person. And also, no one changes their belief ever. I mean, hell, just look at some of the fucking people you deal with.
Can I ask you about your decision to go to church, to be inside that building?
I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Aren't you concerned you could infect other people if you get sick inside?
No.
People who don't go to this
No.
church.
I'm covered in Jesus' blood. I'm covered in Jesus'
But what
blood.
about other people who...
You really think you're going to change that person's mind? You really think that is a sane, rational person? Because I fucking don't, and I don't care if you don't like that. Okay, that's my opinion, and take a look at this video on how to deal with that, bitch. But there's no point debating or arguing with that, is there? There's no point getting involved, because you're not going to change your mind, they're not going to change theirs, you're just both going to get pissed off. So maybe this isn't a hill worth dying on. Oh, shit, no, that's the next segment. And of course, this is probably the most important thing. Figure out if there's any goddamn fucking point in even opening your mouth in the first place. I think it's what this all boils down to at the end of the day. You can judge it rationally, you can do your research and whatnot, but ultimately you just need to figure out what's the point. You know, if this is something dangerous that could be affecting other people, if this is something that we should be fighting against and that nobody should be allowed to share, like, suppressing someone's freedoms and rights or questioning someone's identity, then sure, go for it, because, that sort of shit shouldn't be accepted. But if this is something small and trivial, then what do you gain from it? What's the fucking point? What's the fucking purpose of it? Everybody gets so worked up about this sort of shit, and it's all for like small reasons, and you have to really figure out if this is the hill you want to die on today. And if you do, fine, but I mean, you can only really do that a couple of times, and if you're doing it for something small and petty, oh god, you're gonna burn out quick. So there you have it, quick little video on opinions and, well, not like why they don't matter, but how to sort of deal with them. Hopefully it's educational, instructional, and at least entertaining, because oh my god. Thank you for watching, it's very kind of you to watch. Thank you again to Megalodon Films for suggesting the idea. Sorry if it was a bit shorter or different than usual, but it's busy, stressful fucking times, okay? And I'm trying my hardest not to make every fucking video about the fucking pandemic, because hey, we all need a break from it, don't we? We all need to be thinking about other things, because it's just in our faces the whole goddamn time.
But yes, if you feel like you did enjoy it or you want to support, obviously, here's a small link. If you really do want to support something worthwhile, then actually perhaps here's some more important links to various things that could use the support during this time. So, you know, we all need to take care of each other. Stay safe. Stop touching your fucking face. Remember, stay 2 meters apart because, Jesus, nobody can fucking do that. And yeah, keep each other going. Be safe, be happy. We'll get through this. I believe it. Vaguely inspirational to end on, wasn't it?